Vera City, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl Vera, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today guys, I'm going to be reacting to somebody new, and we have Tisa Tells, and this is Diddy Billionaire friends are done. Lawyers retracting support. Crazy detail. Oh my gosh, this is pretty serious. Honestly, can't wait to get into this one, but before we get started, we have some amazing people watching us for the first time. If you are new here, hello, I'm Vera. I do reaction videos with various different artists on here, react to different songs from all over the world. If it is something that you love, why not join Vera City? Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And that's guys, let's go.
Hey, what's up guys? How y'all doing today? Welcome to a late night. What the F is going on? Y'all, there is a crazy new update in the Sean Diddy Combs case.
Wow.
Baby, I'm working overtime. We got to catch up. You guys, there is a crazy detail that everyone's overlooked. From the media to the blogs to Twitter to Instagram and to TikTok.
Wow.
There is something that everybody overlooked that we got to talk about. There is something that is happening, a reckoning that was unintended, that has been so disastrous that, unlike the public opinion, unlike Diddy having to pay allegedly, we don't know how much, but I would assume millions the way he acting broke, to Cassie, there is something that's going on that Diddy did not account for.
Okay.
Now, let me just set this up for you so you know where it's coming from. First of all, we on this page think Diddy lawyers are idiots. The first time they were going against Douglas Wigmore, Cassie had this case. They were trying to negotiate to settle. Diddy was jerking her around, right? She ended up following. Diddy lost money, reputation, everything. But there might have been a chance he could have come back. The only problem was everybody smelled blood in the water. And by everybody, I mean the people that said that they had been victims of them.
Oh.
So they started filing lawsuits. Douglas Wigmore went back for a second dip. Tyrone Blackburn came and said, oh, no. I have a stable of clients right here. He filed a complaint. Diddy's lawyer, and here's the thing. I don't know if Little Rod tried to settle with Diddy. I do know that when he first came to us on social media, he told us that Diddy owed him $50,000 and he wanted that $50,000, right?
Wow.
Now, a smart man would have paid that $50,000. A normal thinking man would have paid that $50,000. A less arrogant man would have paid that $50,000. Diddy is none of those. Diddy, as you know, did he do it? No, he didn't pay that $50,000. Little Rod also had other complaints. Okay? He was trying to tell, from what I understand, a lot of people around him. A lot of people are like, oh my God, let me just set this up. Then we can get to the crazy update. A lot of people are like, oh my God, why didn't Little Rod do this? Why he just trying to get money? Why he coming out now? Well, first of all, I would say because he can. Baby, if you do someone dirty, especially like that, it's just like Cassie in my mind. There is no time limit. Whenever you feel like it. I don't care if you made peace with it. And on the third Sunday after 50 noon, you know, somebody drank the last of your thing, your Uber Eats didn't come on time, they double charged you. Sorry, I don't know what happened with that, but I'm back. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, talking trash. Okay, right?
Oh my God.
To make a long story short, right?
I thought that was my
Just pick up where I
internet
left
at
off,
first.
right? People were asking why. Okay, thanks, guys. People were asking why Little Rod waited so long to actually spill tea. Well, the truth is, from what I've been hearing on the street, Little Rod was trying to find somebody for a while to take his other claims seriously. He thought, based on the people around him and what he had, the only way his claims could be taken seriously is if he approached it with money, because he was afraid of what people would think, the way people would clown him. But then at the end of the day, he found someone that would not only listen to the claims about his y'all, hold on. he found someone that would not only listen to his claims about like what Diddy was doing to him, but he found someone that would just listen to him and actually fight for him in a respectful manner. Again, it truly is David taking on Goliath, baby. And from what I hear, Tyrone A. Blackburn is not David. So anyway, right? Let's get into this. So, what's the shocking thing that actually happened?
Hmm.
The first shocking thing is that Diddy did not settle with Little Rod. Okay? Because hold on, I'm getting to the big shocking update. Diddy didn't think it could come back to him. People said Diddy was mad. Not at his billionaire friends he hangs around. No, no, no. He still needs them to invest and build up his businesses. And no matter what you think with Diddy's businesses, Sean John, that Revolt TV, all that stuff, his billionaire sugar daddies are the one that paid for it.
Oh
You
my
saw the way
God.
Clyde was out there scrapping. He was squaring up. You gonna leave my man alone? Putting on his red dress so Diddy could come to the Grammys. But it got so hot, even Beyonce and Jay-Z were like, Grammy lunch is officially canceled because they didn't know how to tell Diddy he wasn't invited. But hear me out on this, right? People said early on it was always Diddy's plan after he settled with Cassie and he saw the media pile on and he saw everything he did go down the drain. People always said that he was mad, he was angry. I think Tepnos even reported that Diddy was going to start taking down everybody in the music industry
Wow.
because he's like, yo, I'm not the only one. Now, the thing he didn't count on is a Little Rod finding Tyrone A. Blackburn and Tyrone being like, well, you ain't the only one, but you the biggest one. So, mofo, we got to cut the head off the snake and we'll see. We'll deal with the body later. Okay. Here's the thing. Diddy didn't care. Diddy literally looked at Little Rod and said, I ain't paying you your 50,000. Do what you got to do. Little Rod was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, do what you got to do. Little Rod was like, I got to stand on business because at the end of the day, I kind of understand it. If you think about it, if you
Hmm.
are violated, waking up naked, crashed out, things that you did not want to happen. If you are violated, if somebody treats you like a lackey, if you out there looking for like going to the booby trap and getting stuff, and you literally are literally Cuba Jr., you looking at tapes. If you are violated and disrespected so much, but you feel like you can't say anything, right? You feel like you don't have any recourse to action, and you're violated so much. And then, right after that violation comes, the only thing you can publicly speak on is the money. And then when you're like, yo, can I just have my money so I can just go on my life, do something different, blah, blah, blah. They laugh in your face. And this is after you spent basically a year being harassed, tortured, violated, disrespected, living in fear. And you're like, can I just get the money? And they tell you no. I can see how, because you can't at one time think that you could openly speak out about the violation. You just go for the money. But that's not the thing that crashed out, right? Because Diddy didn't care. Diddy literally was like some Denzel training day. I'm King Kong in this bitch. You can't come at me. You trying to mess with me? Y'all remember that scene from Training Day? That had me terrified. I was like, oof, right? But he literally thought he was King Kong. And he really was mad, throwing a temper tantrum, being like, well, everybody that played this game with me that was below him, right? But on his level below him, he's like, let it come out. I don't care. It's not my problem. But here's the one thing, right? Stupid never sleeps.
Hmm.
And baby, I don't think Diddy's been getting any sleep because this was now, and here is the crazy update. This is the thing that Diddy did not count on, and this is the thing that is going to destroy his kingdom. Y'all, Diddy ain't just set to take down. And I was reading through the complaint, and it became super, super clear. Diddy is not just set to take down the people that did the freak offs with them, the men that he allegedly, scheduled, did a Jeffrey Eppilator on him. Yes, I know the last name, but I don't want to get in trouble. No, 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 no. The people he used to blackmail by having like J. Edgar Hoover level CIA blackmail, Jeffrey Epstein level blackmail. No, 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 no. That's not the issue, right? The issue is the fact that Diddy is about to take down the whole music industry, including the part he didn't want to. his billionaire friends are hot. They are mad. Because at the end of the day, no matter what he's into, he's supposed to be able to control that ship. He works for them. They are his master. You know that thing, beloved, know your master. They are Diddy's master. How is this going to happen? Not by a tell all. Because, baby, when I said the whole music industry, I mean the whole music industry. Let's get into this because I was looking through the paperwork. Um, you got to think about what was happening. By the way, I also did some work. If you guys didn't watch my last live, Tyrone A. Blackburn, the lawyer that did the complaint, he filed an amended complaint. And in that amended complaint, he pointed out exactly how, and I mean exactly how, Sean Hawley, Chalice Recording Studio, seemed to be caught in intellectual dishonesty, or what I like to call a bold-faced lie. There's definitive proof that Diddy was at the scene of the crime. There's definitive proof that basically it seems like, unless I'm mistaken, Sean Hawley put out false statements. It was proven there that Diddy was there, that it happened, blah, 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 blah. Sean Hawley, it seems like, is running around wanting to retract, wanting to do whatever. Who knows? I do know, right? I do know that Sean Hawley did say, it is my understanding that Sean and Justin were at a completely different part of the studio when the shooting victim ran into the bathroom. That has been proven in the amended complaint to be a lie. They also said NBC News has not confirmed whether Combs or Justin were interviewed. Captain Kelly Munoz said Saturday that LAPD would not comment on the pending civil lawsuit or any specific allegations. Representatives for Justin on February 27th denied the allegations filed in the original complaint, which they called absurd and lies, and said there would be legal consequences for all defamatory statements made about the Combs family. How are you threatening someone for filing a lawsuit? I guess we waiting on those legal consequences to hit, because Tyrone Blackburn went back and amended. But let me tell you how Diddy's messed up the whole music industry, and his billionaire friends are cutting him free, and lawyers are retracting, pulling back support, doing whatever.
Oh my God.
Okay, right? Think about what was actually listed in that and why that's so damaging to Little Rod. We understand that he didn't care about the little people going down, but let's talk about the big ones, right? Think about what Little Rod actually said. One, everything in Diddy's house is taped.
Wow.
Two, he liked having freak offs in his home, hotels, but also he liked having freak offs in studios.
Wow.
Okay? He liked having parties in studios where there are pictures of blank workers dancing with Diddy. And there's also pictures of, well, girls that don't have 18 candles on their cake. I'm speaking into quoted YouTube. Right? There's all this stuff in there. And it's salacious. Seems like it's true, but it's very salacious. But the one thing that comes across in Cassie's, right? The one thing that comes up in Cassie's lawsuit, and then Little Rod's lawsuit, and even in Tiffany Red's confessions, and also when you hear people talk, Diddy liked to have a lot of parties in his home.
Wow.
We see why. Because of what Little Rod says can be true, there's cameras everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. If you believe that Diddy uses what he gets to blackmail people, well, then it makes sense. But regardless of why he likes to have these parties at home, maybe he feels he can control the environment or record the environment, he has them at home, places of abode, places to feel home away from home.
Wow.
A lot of times when things were happening, whether we're talking about what happened to Cassie or Little Rod, there was work, there was recording, or there were parties. But these parties weren't just regular parties. They were bad boy parties. Just follow me. I'm going somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were bad boy parties. Okay? Now, bad boy, Diddy was reinventing himself as Brother Love. I think he was doing it just to get like another income in that people that were suing. Because don't forget, he gave everybody's publishing away at Bad Boy. He gave it back if they signed an NDA. Let's also not forget that Cassie was suing Bad Boy Records. So Diddy, because he's an expert at making sure people don't get a penny from him, He got a new idea. He said, you know what? I'm going to invent myself as Brother Love, right? And I'm going to start a new record label, Love Records, because once in his mind, I'm thinking he settled with Cassie. Anything that happened under Bad Boy Records, yeah, Bad Boy Records and their insurance would have to pay. But Love Records is something new entirely. Love Records doesn't have any stains on it yet. Hold on, I'm getting somewhere. Y'all gonna flip out, right? So he started Love Records. But the thing is, he needed, like he always does, the support of his billionaire sugar daddies, right? You scratch my back, I'll bend over, like whatever, right? It's a term of art. He needed his billionaire
Hmm.
sugar daddies, or he needed a record label or someone to finance him because he couldn't move funds from Bad Boy. And at the end of the day, how many funds were there in Bad Boy? You can't keep them intermingled. So what did he do? He did what everybody did. He found funding. He found funding, right? In uh, Motown Records. You see, Motown Records, and I think at one point the CEO or the head of Motown Records had a lot of faith in Love Records. And they said, you know what? We're going to fund you. So when there were parties that they were written off as promotional, when there were this, when there was that, when they were buying the girls, when they were doing it was coming out of, we would imagine, marketing budgets, this and that. I mean, you get budgets for parties, and Diddy's known for throwing parties. So that's when I said, Motown Records at one time was a CEO called Ethiopia. And I said, well, Motown Records is under a parent company, Universal Music Group. And I said, who was CEO of Universal Music Group at that time? Ah, Lucian Grange. And he's the one that okayed Diddy, okayed Ethiopia to okay the fund release to Motown Records because Motown Records is a subsidiary of Universal Music Group and you would have to get permission. But ultimately, the permission is just getting the funds. So, Universal Music Group, right, okays and gives funds either directly to Diddy for Love Records and everything Love Records is doing, or they give the money to Ethiopia with Motown Records to give Motown Records money for all these social things that Love Records and Diddy are doing. So why is that interesting? Because in the lawsuit, it clearly outlines that according to Little Rod, and this should be able to be verified by Diddy's home footage, I'm guessing, I don't know. The head of Universal Music Group, the current CEO, Lucian Grange, was paying late night visits to Diddy's house. Frequent late night visits. Now, Little Rod says, I don't know what they did, but I know that they went into the bedroom,
Wow.
Diddy's bedroom, and I know they stayed there for hours.
Wow.
At the same time, Ethiopia, the then head of Motown Records, would go to see Diddy late at night.
Hmm.
He doesn't know what they saw. Little Rod doesn't know what he saw, but he knows that she would spend hours in Diddy's room. These were the chief financial backers for Love Records and all of its social stuff. Are you seeing where
Wow.
I'm going now? Let's just go a little bit further, okay? So all that's happening. But the thing is, do you guys know anything about employee liability? Okay, doesn't matter. When Lucian and also that girl Ethiopia. This is one thing it keeps slipping my mind, but I want to talk about really quick. Just it's a tangent, but let's go right because it loops up. You know, Ethiopia. She became head of Motown Records in August. This is when Diddy says that shooting had nothing to do with them. She became head of Motown Records in August of 2022. She, mind you, sorry, what all this was going on. Diddy was trying to settle with Cassie while all this was going on, or toward the end of it. So you have, no, actually, no, while all this was going on in September. So maybe that's why Diddy allegedly was so mad and loose cannon. So she got hired as the head of Motown Records under Universal Music Group, the same Universal Music Group that is going to war right now. And it's the reason why TikTok does not have like a third of its catalog has been pulled down. UMG. This just keeps this in mind. This all makes sense. So Ethiopia was the head of Motown. August 2022, she got appointed. In September of 2022, right? There was this alleged shooting. Okay, in November of 2022, Ethiopia was fired. How do you get put as head of CEO and in 3 months, 0 months? I'm sorry, 2.5 months, 0 months after the shooting, you get left go? I don't know. It leads me to believe that that shooting actually happened just the way Little Rod said it did, because too many things happened. Too many things. But forget about that. Let's get back into this, right? So we're doing all that mess now. Universal Music Group funded, Ethiopia funded. A lot of that money, it's been rumored.
Oh my goodness, I wish we could watch till the end, but the video is so long. Let me know if you would love me to, if you would love us to watch till the end. But damn, Diddy, that is crazy. It's crazy. But one thing I want to say is, Diddy's secrets, has been exposed and all. But I feel like he's not the only one. Every of those artists, every of those record labels, they should be investigated. They should be investigated. There's so much, so much, so much going down there. So much. Like Diddy has been exposed, and I'm sure there are so many like him in the industry. There will even be people doing worse than what he has done. Exactly. So that was, I just feel like we need to, expose them all. This is really crazy. What do you guys think about this video? Drop your comment down below. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, give it a huge thumbs up and please share this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.